let's say, you're a bit older, closer on time horizon, and if you have less risk tolerance, you might keep more in a certain part of your estate versus gifting all of it, or majority of it out.
Absolutely.
And that's probably more relevant to somebody that's younger. That the closer you are to what you would think your mortality was going to be, you probably want to keep less and less in things that were in your full control versus out of your full control or your taxable estate.
Yeah, absolutely. And where you are in that spectrum and that stage of life matters. We used to say on the family office or on the planning side of things, our goal for our clients is we want you to spend your last dollar on the day you pass away. We want you to spend the last dollar in your estate on the day you pass away. Now, is that realistic? No, but it's the frame of mind you want when you work towards it. So when we put these plans together, I mentioned a local attorney, being at the table and really being a driver there because they have a hugely important role to play. Jake, somebody like you and your group, the person advising over the finances or the assets, they also have a huge role to play. So the plans that are best put together that I've seen over the course of my career were the CPA, the attorney, the advisor, and the planner were all sitting at the table and all rowing in the same direction. It's that family office team that you speak about, and there's no too much speaking about that because it is so important the quality of your team.
Well, and sometimes those people have different agendas, right? And you need a quarterback. And so oftentimes it ends up being a matriarch or patriarch that made the wealth, that understands all these things. But if you can find an advisor that is your go-to person, that can be the between all these professionals, that's on your side of the table to make sure that your interests are upheld, that's what we try to do for our clients. We sit in that position.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what I especially like about what you guys do and your approach and the way you go about it is, at least in my experience with you, the professionals that you bring to the table and the service providers that you use know the space, have a basic knowledge of digital assets. They know generally what they need to get in and do, and they're able to customize it to the client.
Yeah. You want to go to battle as a team, and like you mentioned, all rowing in the same direction.